Hello, good morning. I want to tell you a story of my friend. She's called Olivia. Olivia is a very strong girl. She's very bright. Olivia is excellent. She's in sports, she's in games, in class, she's very brilliant. The school is so proud of her. Oh my God, her teachers are so excited about the performance she's going to bring after sitting for her exams. Her family is looking up to her. Her friends are just so much inspired about Olivia. Olivia has a dream, and Olivia's dream is to become a doctor, a heart surgeon. That is Olivia's dream. So hardworking. But one day, Olivia was coming back from her training. And on her way back to her house, she was attacked and she was raped. With all the shock that Olivia had, with all the trauma that Olivia had, with all this fear, she had so many questions running through her head. And these questions are the same questions that we all ask victims of sexual abuse. Where were you coming from? What time was it? Who were you with? How were you dressed? She could not tell her family. She could not even tell her parents. She didn't trust the teachers. Not even her friends could she tell what was happening to her. With her trauma, it affected her performance so much in class. She declined. She became so miserable. As it is always in Uganda, schools carry out pregnancy tests after 3 months for all girls over the age of 13. Olivia was found pregnant. Eventually, she was thrown out of school. She could not go back at home because she feared. But where could she go? She had nowhere else to go, only to go back home. She went home, but she could still not tell her parents what had happened to her. Later on in life, her father got to know. And her father battered her. The father beat her. He even threw her out of the house. And she was all on the street, alone. She's pregnant. She's a girl of 15 years old. She has no place to go. Her friends have all shunned her. She's all alone in the world. Olivia's story is similar to what happened to me in the year 2000. I was 15 years old of age when I was sexually abused. I became pregnant. I gave birth to a baby girl, and I was so excited about it because I loved my baby, despite the ways I got her. It's not her mistake that I became pregnant and I gave birth to her. Unlike Olivia, I was not thrown out of my family. But my family gave a condition to this guy who sexually abused me. They told him, you either marry her or you go to prison. And what would a normal human being do? Definitely, he chose to marry me. But I was strong enough. I told him, I'm not going to marry you. no way. I will not. And my family told me, if I'm not going to marry this man, then there is nothing. And this guy was not punished. He wasn't taken to the prison because he chose to marry me, and I declined. 4 years down the road, my family decides to give me a benefit of doubt, and they returned me back to school. I studied. Even if my relatives were saying I could not make it, I'll still go ahead and mess around with men and again get pregnant and bring shame to our family once again. But my brothers said, no, let's give her the opportunity. Let's try it out. But I was able to break the superstitions that these people had about me. Right now, I'm standing before you. I'm a graduate. And it was just because I stood my ground. 25% of girls in Uganda are thrown out of school every year due to early pregnancies, teenage pregnancies, pregnancies that they may not have wanted for themselves. It might have come as an accident, and they're thrown out of school. Their future is ruined. Their lives are ended. 40,000 primary school girls are defiled by their very own teachers. And at the end of it all, they become pregnant. And these are girls between the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. She's pregnant. She's expecting a child. She is a child herself. And the justification for the schools to throw them out of the school system, they are a bad influence to the rest of the girls in school. And it's not only just the school system that throws these girls out of school, but even their families. They reject them. Their fathers are so angry. You've wasted my money. You're good for nothing. You've brought shame to my family. They batter them. They flog them before throwing them out on the streets. It is with this painful experience that I want to bring a change in the lives of these young Ugandans. Atwero, I can. Empower me to support myself. We want to bring a change in the lives of not only the girls, but we will start with community work with the families of the victims. We want to bring a union between these people. We want to work with the teachers and the school administration, including the peers in these schools, to understand the situation these girls are going through. We want to rehabilitate the lives of the girls who are in this kind of situation. We want to build up their self-esteem. But I cannot do this alone. I need a team. And in my team, I'll be working with counselors who will help me to work with the families, with counseling and parenting trainings for the parents. I'll be working with the social workers who will be targeting the students in schools, the teachers, and the school authorities, including the victims themselves. It is with this that I want the whole world to join me in supporting the girls who are sexually abused, going through domestic violence and child abuse. I'm going to make a pledge to support and protect my sisters and daughters in the same situation. with all my heart, with all that I am, with all my soul, I pledge to support and protect the girls who are sexually abused, domestic violent, and child mothers. I pledge to keep them in school for the betterment of their future. I pledge, no matter what has happened to them in the past or will happen to them in the future, I will support them. Thank you so much. Atwero, I can.